Let's talk about giving and receiving. First, let's really dive into the concept of giving. I think many of us are confused. And in order to understand that, I'd like to present the dynamics of undergiving and overgiving. So, undergiving is not showing up fully. Often we undergive when we are afraid of our own value or self-worth, or if there are any elements of unknown on the path, we undergive because we're like, well, I don't have total safety or security, so I don't want to, show up fully. And when we undergive, we bring in survival energy because, that's all fear-based. So we bring in survival energy. And for those of us who are committed to thriving, we want to release the need to undergive. We also want to allow ourselves to not overgive, because overgiving is often because we want to get recognition or we want to be seen. And often when we overgive, we start to become resentful and have some feelings of frustration and anger. And so that too then becomes a surviving dynamic. And so now we've talked about undergiving and overgiving. And in essence, they're both about taking. When I undergive, I take from a certain dynamic. And also when I overgive, because I end up having some kind of resentment, I end up taking from a certain dynamic. So I drain the reciprocity of it. So what should I do? What is receiving about? Receiving is about overflowing. Now, what's overflowing? Let's focus on the flow part of overflowing. How can I be in the flow? Being in the flow is synonymous with receiving, and therefore it has nothing to do with what life or other people or things outside of us end up giving us. Receiving is giving ourselves the energies that support us to feel good. Receiving is a natural product of feeling good about ourselves. It's kind of like self-respect. And so how do we enhance self-respect? When we do things that are good for us. For instance, the energy of self-love is good for us. Smelling the flowers is good for us. Even slowing down and enjoying the process is good for us. And so in that, we tune into a state of flow. And as long as we are in the flow, we'll naturally overflow. So it's that concept of your cup runneth over. But no one and nothing needs to fill your cup. It's about you allowing inspired actions that support you to feel good about you and your life. Receiving supports us to be in the flow, and being in the flow allows us to overflow. And that is the energy of thriving. So no more undergiving or overgiving and therefore surviving. Let's commit to this inner state of thriving. Now take that and put that into your relationships, into your business, into the rest of your life, and that frequency is magical. It'll open doors and therefore bring about a lot more opportunities to thrive. My clothes for this video have been provided by Ooh La La Boutiques.